Hello and welcome to this issue of Stockhead's Rock Talk, which is sponsored by Bridge Street Capital. I'm your host, Peter Strachan. After a false start back in 2016 and 17, demand for lithium raw materials has finally begun to catch up as new electric vehicle models roll off production lines in Europe and Asia and the USA. Locally, we are seeing a steady stream of proposals for stationary storage power as well, applying lithium-ion battery technologies. I think I've said this before, but for scale, the hugely successful 189 megawatt Hornsdale Tesla battery in South Australia is equivalent to just 1,890 100 kilowatt hour EVs. So the EVs, as they come rolling off, are going to take up a lot of lithium and a lot of power. So today I'd like to review the downstream demand outlook for lithium chemicals and the likely commodity price impact as lithium-ion battery powered vehicles and power storage applications come into the market. That's fantastic. So today, William, Lithium Energy is gearing up to conduct geophysical surveys over its prospects. Can you update the Stockhead audience on what this work aims to achieve and what follow-up work is planned by Lithium Energy?
Sure, thanks, Peter. Now, look, as you know, we have the Solaroz Lithium-Brine Project, which is located on the Solaroz Lithium-Brine Solar right next door to Orocobre. And as JP just mentioned, Orocobre has recently merged with Galaxy to create a $4 billion massive lithium company. And we're basically sitting on the same salt lake, and we're aiming through our exploration program to demonstrate that we can basically tap into the same lithium brine-rich aquifers that Orocobre are currently using for their production. And it's worth noting that Orocobre, are, I think, currently producing about 25,000 tonnes per year annualized, and are looking to ramp up to about 40,000 tonnes annually. They've got a market cap around about $3 to $4 billion, and we've got an exploration target of up to about 8.7 million tonnes of lithium carbonate equivalent, which is comparable to their published resource. So our long-term aim is to define a resource and potentially put ourselves in a position so we can create an operation similar in size to theirs. So to that end, we're just waiting for our environmental impact assessment approval from the local Huhui mining authority. We've completed all of the studies, the community consultations, so we're expecting that approval to come through in a matter of a couple of weeks. And then once we get that, we're looking to get on the ground, do some initial passive seismic surveying, which is a very non-intrusive and easy to do technique that will allow us to map where the basement sits underneath our concessions. We'll then follow that up with some electromagnetic geophysics as well. And those two activities will probably take us about 3 months and will give us the targets for us to then focus on with drilling. We've got probably about a 6-month drilling program after that. So once we start work, there's a 9-month program that at the end of which we're hoping to have a very high degree of confidence of what sits beneath our concessions. And once we get to that stage, we'll make a decision as to where to go from there.
So, William, you'll be working pretty much all through 2022 with the drilling and appraisal work, and then by the end of next year, hopefully, you'll have a pretty good idea of what the size of the target is there for you.
Absolutely, and look, we're very confident. All the work we've seen indicates that there's no reason why our concessions shouldn't, like I said, sit above the same aquifer that Orocobre are tapping into. So we're just really excited to get going onto the ground and start some work.
So, William, the Lithium Energy is a new entrant into the lithium game. You just raised $9 million at an IPO. So who are the company's major shareholders?
Look, the assets within Lithium Energy, we have the Solaroz Lithium-Brine Project and also a graphite project in Queensland, both of those obviously in the battery mineral space. Those projects were originally picked up by Strike Resources, which has held those projects since I think about 2019. That's when we picked up the lithium one, and a year or so before that for graphite. So they were essentially spun out of Strike Resources earlier this year into Lithium Energy, and Strike maintained I think about a 43% interest in Lithium Energy. So Strike is the the major shareholder of Lithium Energy.
Oh, that's good to understand that especially for the Strike Energy, for the Strike shareholders who are now benefiting from the sale of iron ore. So the auction of spodumene concentrate the other day just blew the socks off everyone, with $1,250 a tonne for a 5.5% lithium concentrate. So yeah, we'll watch and see what happens to 22 and 23, and prices, I think, will, from what you're saying, we're likely to see prices quite a bit higher. So.